Episode 9 is set to deliver tons of surprises by writer and director J.J. Abrams, especially when it comes to the character of Luke Skywalker being portrayed by Mark Hamill. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, one thing that a lot of people are really interested in for Episode 9 is, of course, exactly how JJ, Chris Terrio, and crew are going to use the character of Luke. Exactly how are they going to treat the character in the final Skywalker saga film. This is a huge deal, not just for Disney, Lucasfilm, JJ, and crew, but also to the Star Wars community. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film when it comes to some of the set leaks, the set designs, the concept art and storyboard descriptions, etc. Now, one of which has all to do with one of the set designs that will include both Mark Hamill and Adam Driver, which very well give us a huge hint as to one of the big action scenes in this film. Specifically, Mark Hamill is set to shoot a sequence over in Cardington that will also involve Adam Driver. It is said to be an action sequence between the two. Both Adam and Mark are said to use lightsabers in front of a large temple-like structure. This could indicate that this is going to be a flashback, or Luke is going to be able to wield a lightsaber as a Force ghost. The structure is triangular in design with two large antennas. Wirework will be used for Adam Driver to perform some stunts, and pyrotechnics will also be used to create fire during one of the shots. It's said to be a 1 to 2 day shoot and considered as a brief scene in the film. So I really want to go over a couple of parts about this that really does, get me excited for the character of Luke in the final installment of this current trilogy. Now, the only thing that I can really think about here is why would Luke Skywalker have a lightsaber in Episode 9, or even use one at that? And like I said, I think it does line directly up with one of the descriptions that we went over a couple of weeks ago about the training sequence between both Ben Solo and Luke Skywalker. If it's not that, it's very possible that it could be that J.J. Abrams is going to do something so crazy that a Force ghost will be able to wield a lightsaber and Luke Skywalker will go up against Kylo Ren. Now, just the other day we heard about Luke Skywalker actually appearing in Episode 9 in front of Rey on this jungle world, where he does not have that blue hue and no transparency, as if he is flesh and blood, alive and well. Could it be that maybe he is indeed a Force ghost, but Disney and Lucasfilm's way of kind of making him look like he's alive is that he will appear to be alive, but he's really a Force ghost? Think just like the Force projection in The Last Jedi, where he's got no blue hue and no transparency. Now, that could very well be exactly what they're going to do with the Force ghost version of Luke Skywalker, where he's technically dead. Yes, he is a Force ghost, but he won't appear as a Force ghost, if that makes sense. That's a huge possibility. Now, the other thing, of course, is the least likely scenario is J.J. Abrams bringing Luke Skywalker back to life. I don't know if he's going to do that. There's always a chance out there that he could pull, such a big surprise like that out of all the fans out there. I think that a lot of people would love to see something like that. But with that being said, as far as this temple-like structure goes, it's nothing like the temple that we saw in Star Wars The Last Jedi. This one is described as having a triangular design with two antennas. Now, I don't know about you guys, but it sounds nothing like the one that we saw in Last Jedi. In Last Jedi, that temple structure looked very unique. It didn't look triangular at all. I can't quite explain the design of it, but that one actually had a very unique temple design. So this could very well be a flashback, or maybe based in present time, where Luke Skywalker is indeed going up against Kylo Ren in a lightsaber battle / duel, while Luke is a Force ghost. Or maybe they're going to do something so wild, like I have suggested before in the past, that maybe they will bring Luke Skywalker back to life, but he can only stay alive for X amount of minutes before he returns back to the netherworld of the Force. They could do something like that. I don't know if they're going to do that. That seems outlandish as well. We see a lot of these different patterns in the sequel trilogy where there are a lot of parallels to that of not only the original trilogy, but also in the prequels and even in Legends material as well. So, between you guys and me, I gotta say, I gotta say one thing here, is that if we look at the character of Kylo Ren, we do know that J.J. Abrams is taking him down a far darker path in this film, and he will be providing a lot of twists and turns and surprises for that character, and the same goes for the character of Luke Skywalker. Now, could this big surprise be that the Force Ghost version of Luke is actually going to wield a saber? After all, Rian Johnson was all about evolving Force Ghosts and having Yoda actually holding the cane and bopping it on Luke's nose. So that could have been a little hint of what's to come for the character of Skywalker in Episode 9. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.